There's always been a great deal of speculation about Michael's nose. It's the first of his features referenced when discussing or even joking about the extent of his plastic surgery. By the end of 1990, most people had lost count of how many surgeries Michael had undergone on his nose, but some of his camp have figured that had been at least 10. For years, plastic surgeons not related to his case have speculated as to whether the nose, which has an effluent quality to it, is made of bone, cartilage, or latex, is part of the public discourse when speaking of Michael. What is the truth about his nose? The truth is that the suture of Michael's nose collapsed years ago, a consequence of extensive trauma from previous surgeries on it. One subsequent operation was to add cartilage into the tip to support and reshape it. However, that procedure was not completely successful. Therefore, when appearing in public and often in private, Michael wears a latex appliance, a prosthetic nose tip which he camouflages with stage makeup. Interestingly, when is seen wearing the surgical mask that is so much part of his image, it's not always because he is attempting to hide his identity or even avoid germs. Sometimes it's simply because he was not inclined to wear the prosthesis. Putting it on the appliance is an annoying and frustrating process. It takes cross to bear on a daily basis, and there were days when he simply couldn't bear it, thus the mask. In March 2003, Vanity Fair reported that without the prosthesis, Michael resembles a mummy with two nostril holes. This is not true. Without the device, his nose appears flatter, more blunt, not pointed, and he doesn't really look like Michael Jackson. Self-conscious about his face, he refuses to be seen without it. If anything else, the prosthesis must have been a painful daily reminder to Michael of his past choices where plastic surgery was concerned, and the impact it had on his life. It had been suggested that Michael is somehow addicted to plastic surgery. People can easily get addicted to plastic surgery as they can to alcohol, drugs, or according to Dr. Alfred Cody, associate clinical professor of psychiatry at UCLA. Actually, it's more of an obsession than an addiction. Dr. Robert Coulter, a Beverly Hills plastic surgeon who had treated Michael, observed. I think I have to know when to quit. That's the greatest message a cosmetic surgeon can bring to his patient. A conservative surgeon will say to a patient, enough is enough. There are several reasons for Michael's extremely pale skin, especially on his face. First, he used to bleach his skin with different chemicals. Is it possible for a black person to make his skin lighter? Yes, said Robert Coulter. You can't make it white, but you can make it lighter. There are classic bleaching compounds that are commonly found in over-the-counter bleaching creams like Persona. Also, there are no bleaching agents, a class of compounds called hydroquinones that will make a black person's skin lighter. One employee at Michael's recalled he used to rub a cream on his face and neck in the morning and again at night. He had all these little tubes in his makeup kit. I asked him what it was. I think it was some kind of skin nutrient. He told me it was medicine. I left it at that. I then noticed that whenever Michael would go out into the sun, he would cover his face with his hand or wear a big hat. He seemed petrified of sunlight as if he was afraid to burn. According to the handbook of non-prescription drugs, as the sensitivity to darkness sun is much greater than that of hydroquinone to light. Strict avoidance of sunlight is imperative. Although some may help, even visible light will cause some darkening. The purple packaging of hydroquinone is in small squeeze tubes. The dosage is a thin appliance of 2% concentration rubbed into affected areas twice daily. Once the desired benefit is achieved, hydroquinone can be applied as often as needed to maintain depigmentation. Some have noted that Michael's fingernails Brown and Distiller and Marbury Shears' 2003 documentary about him. One possible reason is for that hydroquinone stimulants can produce cells in the nail plate, making them darker rather than lighter. In the 1980s, Michael was diagnosed with the skin disease of vitiligo. Some doctors speculate that the vitiligo is not as much heredity as is the consequence of damage done by bleaching chemicals. Over the years, vitiligo makes the sufferer sensitive to sunlight. In the late 1980s, Michael's dermatologist, Dr. Arnold Klein, diagnosed him as having discoid lupus, an autoimmune disease that causes darkening or lining of the skin on his scalp. There are two variations of lupus: discoid, which is skin deep, and systemic, which can be deadly. As part of the treatment for discoid, his doctor prescribed the skin lightening creams Siloquin, Retin A, and Beta. As a result, Michael was told that more than ever he had to avoid all sun exposure, which is one of the reasons he is often seen shielding himself with an umbrella on sunny days. Also, Michael had to endure the direct injections into his scalp of hydroxychloroquine, a steroid, and painful recurring treatments. Michael also used plenty of pancake makeup to even out his skin, which makes him even more lighter. In terms of specific plastic surgeries, he had only 2 nose jobs in the cleft in his chin, but it does not make a cosmetic surgery. I can see that cheek and chin implants and all sorts of other work, including his eyes and lips, are not beyond the bounds of possibility. Trying to actually detail the work others had done is simply not possible. Only he and surgeons can fully document the extent of it. And it also seems, at least two people who know him well, that he truly doesn't remember it at all. Some professionals have gone on the record saying they believe Michael suffers from body dysmorphic disorder, a psychological condition of people who are obsessed with their appearance, work on it consistently, have no concept of how they were perceived by others. Certainly, Michael has not had it easy. In 1995, when he released his composition Childhood on History, Past, Present, and Future book, many people were bored to tears by the notion of him with going on and on about his missing boyhood. However, the song is about more than his lost youth. It's a plea for compassion and understanding. If one truly contemplates and receives the challenges he has faced with his appearance, the fact that Michael Jackson is ever able to muster the self-confidence to scrutinize public appearances seems almost like a miracle.